everybody, and welcome to our Wednesday webinar. My name is Katie. I am from olalschools.com. Very warm welcome to our new viewers, and handing over to Kerry from OptimumSA. Kerry, can you please introduce yourself and a little bit about OptimumSA?
Yes, sure. Hello, everybody. Like Katie said, it's Kerry here. I am from OptimumSA Curriculum. We're a curriculum provider for home education, which our Wednesday webinars are all about, tips and guidance and whatever other information we can talk about. We here to jibber jabber away. And today, a very popular question that gets asked about home education is about socializing and sport. All right, because as you know, as parents that's had children at a regular school, if you want to call it regular school, it is the children are interacting with other children their age, 1 or 2 years, different sometimes. But they interacting with other children, and then obviously a lot of the schools offer the traditional sports like soccer, cricket, rugby, netball, basketball, whatever facilities the schools have available. They try and fit in the typical all-day sports that we usually get, as well as athletics, which not many people like, but we have to get through it. So today's topic is all about how do we incorporate socializing and sports with home education. So
Sorry, Kerry, just to touch up and just a reminder to our parents, our viewers, and to children. Socializing doesn't only have to happen at school. We socialize every single day of our lives.
Yes.
Even just a small example, we actually socialize in our own home.
Definitely.
Every single day we communicate, and that's just as important as your child communicating with somebody their own age.
Yes,
so let's just, tips on socializing and some sports.
Yes, well, with regards to socializing, depending on the different religious groups that you belong to, for example, there's Bible study, some offer it, there's other religious gatherings, and again, then the children are socializing and interacting with other people. There's nowhere that it specifically states that the child has to interact with their age group. It is a lot better sometimes, just in case your child is talking to a whole lot of teenagers and get exposed to what they shouldn't quite hear at that particular age. But they can't even be controlled in schools at break time anyway, so that can't be an excuse. No, this cannot happen because those children are older. So, but if most restaurants today have, my son calls it food and play, because there's food and there's playing. A lot of restaurants today have children play areas up until the age of 12, because a 13-year-old doesn't particularly want to play. They want to sit on their phone, but then they are sitting with you at the table, interacting, having conversations. So it's up to you as parents to say, okay, no cell phone time, put it aside and socialize, talking about stuff. For children that's up until 12 years old and they're doing the whole food and play thing, they are interacting and socializing with the other kids. If you've got a natural lone wolf child that just doesn't want to participate playing on the jungle gyms, I can tell you now, they're going to be a lone wolf at the playground in a school too. So that's not a good enough reason. Secondly, families have bras. I mean, we live in South Africa. There's a dedicated bra day, where you join in and go for a bra, and they are socializing with those other people and their cousins and their family friends. So it's not like socializing is not happening. So it's up to you as a family to do the socializing. And if you have had your child at a school, and we call it a social butterfly, and for whatever reason that child now needs to do home education, I'm pretty sure they still have the contact numbers of their friends from school. Arrange a play date on a Saturday or a pajama night or whatever the case may be, so that they can still interact with those friends. It's not now just because the child left the school, they're still not friends with Tim, Susan, and whoever, because they still are. So it's up to you to just make a play dates. I don't know, is that what the Americans call it?
Yeah. And then we must also, just a tip to some of our parents, if you look in your area on the social media platforms, you actually have groups there that children do home education and online home education, that they actually arrange play dates or socializing dates.
Yes.
That all the parents and the children get to meet up at a certain points, like at a park or somewhere. And the nice thing about it is that the parents also become friends, so you actually know who your child is having that social time with.
Hmm.
In
Yes, definitely.
today's world, we need to also know where the other child is or where they're coming from, and then their parents get to see it on your side as well, so you know that, okay, it's okay, my child can play there, or their child can play with your child, or get together, or however the situation might land up. So it's nice that the parents get to meet each other as well. They get to supervise what's actually going on.
Yes, well, there's that there's that supervision that you don't have control of at a school, who your children are mixing with, who they're speaking to. So it's a lot more of a controlled environment as well, which we all prefer, because once your child loses that innocence, they don't get it back. So we're all trying to keep them our good little angels for as long as we possibly can, until they get exposed to something else. And it can happen as quick as just in conversation.
It's a blink of an eye.
Yes, you see. So it makes it slightly more a lot more controlled, but it's up to you as a parent to, like we've spoken in our webinars before, use Google, use the social media platforms, do your research, not just be confined to the walls of your home. You've got to broaden the horizons too. So, and it forces you as parents to get out there anyway too, as well, which is not entirely a bad thing. So,
especially if you're working from home.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I just like to also put a note out there. At olalschools.com, we also have a social club in the afternoons where they have fun activities and things like that. So it doesn't clash with home education timetable or your child's online education timetable. It actually is after school hours. So they get to interact with children throughout Africa, which is nice, because then they get to learn the different cultures and the different ways of people living and stuff like that. So it's nice. So if you want to come and join us for social club and just come and see and just have that experience, it's really, really fun.
Oh, wonderful. That's very good to know. So thank you for letting us know.
Yeah,
meeting people out of your boundaries.
Yeah, so it's actually, I even enjoy it as old as I am. Get down there and really have some fun with the kids. So it's really nice. We've got a good social club going on after school hours.
That's wonderful. And with the flexibility of home education, you can work things around it as well. You see,
just wang it in and just have fun. We do all sorts of things, creative arts, we do chess, especially for the children that don't really like sports. They would rather play chess or, for example, what's this
dominoes.
So there's a whole lot of different activities that we take on just to keep them busy, and then they like I said, they socialize with other kids as well. Yes. And it's not just from here.
Yes, definitely.
I got a game for us to play.
Okay.
So you're going to give the instructions. All right.
All
Wait.
right.
Sorry, guys. This is the best thing about being in the comfort of your own home, even if it's online home education or home education. You get to move around your whole house and be free as a bird. Hold on. Sorry,
And be
guys.
outside.
I'm outside.
Yes.
Day is a bit of a chill in the air, but it's beautiful. Sorry, guys. I'm carrying you. Just let me know if you can see my wall.
I can see 1 and a 2. Oh, there's a 3, 4, 5, and a 6.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, all the way to number 9. Can you see it?
Okay. Yes, can see.
Okay. So now I've got a soccer ball. Now this is something that you guys can play at home as a family. Now, Kerry, you are going to tell me you can either use alphabets, numbers, shapes, whatever you want to use, wherever your child is struggling, you get to socialize as a family to reach the goals that you guys need to achieve. So
Yes.
let's see how good my throwing skills are. I'm
Good,
not
because
kicking
mine
today.
aren't very good.
All right, so you're gonna shout out number 1, top left, top right, however you want to do it. Let's see how good my hand and eye coordination is. Ready?
Okay. All right.
5,
Cheers.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay. The top row, number 2. Hey, look at you. Let's see left, number 4. Good on you. Well done. And do top right, number 3.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you hit the well done.
my catching skill.
We can't see that part. So, but you're hitting it dead on. Let's try. I'm guessing bottom number 7.
Bottom number 7. Got it.
All right, well done. And then how about on the right, number 6?
Right number. Got it. Okay.
So we can teach lefts and rights as well as throwing skills plus number recognition. So well done.
It's all in one. And guess what we just did now? We socialized and playing in a game. So you can do it at home too, guys.
Yes, no, definitely. And that brings us to the sports side of our topic today, where, you know, what the wonderful thing about home education is, if your child is doing a specialized sport like motocross or horse riding or polo, is it water polo? Well, there is horse polo too, I suppose, if it's called the same thing, that they're not restricted to the standard sport that's stuck in a school. You know, not everybody is a soccer player, rugby player, netball player, whatever. And oh gosh, hurdles and athletics. I've got short legs, so I hated it. So not everybody is good at it, but we're not saying don't attempt it at home. And when we say do it at home, like Katie's shown us, to use your imagination, use things that you can easily, I mean, a box of chalk is not difficult to get. It's also not expensive at all.
And we all have a ball at home somewhere.
Yes, and I will quickly show, let's try the whole share screen story. Where
while we're sharing screen, or like you said, like with motocross and not being restricted, a lot of us get the opportunity to go on school tours. Athletics out there will know what I'm talking about. Yes. And sometimes we're unable to go because it clashes with school.
Yes, you know, definitely. So I just went on to good old Google and I typed there, if you can see at the top of the screen, Katie, is it sharing?
Yes.
Yes, it says obstacle course ideas for children in your home. Okay. And with you doing the whole chalk one, let me see if I can quickly see it. You know, a mom, everybody has a driveway, even if you're living in a flat, there's a driveway. And the nice thing about chalk is it washes away when it rains. So, you know, use all the different ideas. Can you see on the screen still?
Yes.
So if you see here where it says pavement obstacle course, use your imagination for balancing and drawing with the chalk. There's hopscotch. I mean, we all did hopscotch when we were younger. I'm sure once you start drawing it, you'll remember how it is, you know. So there's the only time there's a restriction in doing the sport is when you make the restriction. You see. So, you know, here there's an obstacle course with chalk, with finishing and stay safe and hopscotch and walking on for balancing. All you
But you can even turn that into activity. I know grade 1s and 2s do like road safety and things like that. So you can actually turn this into, so it goes a lot broader than, yeah.
Yes, and then this next picture, I mean, they've used, everybody has cushions and couches at home. I wouldn't recommend standing on a table like this naughty mum did, but you know, if you've got a strong enough table and it's the whole climbing and hopping and all sorts, there's no reason why it cannot be done. And it's just using the resources and thinking out of the box. So here's a garden one with a tunnel for crawling, and they're using the deck to run along the steps and all sorts of things. It's just thinking out of the box. It's not just looking at things slightly differently. So, you know, even if they have to do a swimming lesson, and it's, well, preferably summer, not now, but you know, there's a public pool that you can go to on a weekend. It doesn't have to be done on a Tuesday and a Thursday like it is done in a school environment. So it's just using the resources and seeing what has to be done and just looking at it differently. The main thing at the end of the day, as long as a child balanced, whether it's on a balance beam or on a skipping rope that's been stretched out, they did a balancing lesson at the end of the day. You see, so, and I mean, this website it's just a blog that a mom's created. Here, you've got different pictures if you don't like to read. There's poo noodles over there, you know, the whole pool noodles used as obstacles. There's a hula hoop. So, you know, there's so many things. You just got to think out the box.
Well, this takes me right back to when I was at school. Seeing some of these stuff.
Yes, so I'm going to stop share now. Let's see. There we go. All right. So, and also there are some schools in certain cities and towns that allow home education learners to join in the sports activities, especially if you have a child that was a boy that was really good at rugby at school but couldn't continue going to school. And the school was sad that the child had to leave for whatever reason, they had to do home education. Contact that school and see if your son can still continue participating in rugby. And a lot of the schools will say yes. So, and vice versa with other sports. So it's just picking up the phone, doing your research and asking. You're not going to know unless you ask. All right. So sports covered, socializing is covered. Well done on your throwing skills. I thought you were going to kick it.
I just need to work on the catching skills, but I'll get there.
Yeah, there we go.
Well, I'd just like to give a very, very big thank you to everybody for watching our Wednesday webinar. If you have any questions for myself or Kerry, please leave a comment below and share the webinars to your friends that are unsure about something about home education. You can, like I said, leave a comment. Yeah. So we are midweek Wednesday. We'll see you next time, same place at 2:30. Thank you so much for watching our webinar once again. Thank you for joining us, Kerry.
Have
a wonderful afternoon, and we'll see you next week. Next week, same time, same place. Bye-bye for now, guys.
Bye, everybody. Take care. Thank you, Katie.
No problem. Thanks, Kerry.
Pleasure. Bye.